Ninja. Yeah, I'm back. Of course. Yeah. They agreed a BB gun is not a firearm, but I'll be careful not to show it. You know, if I'm probably not going to do attic adventures, as that was just a special occasion with the Peanuts. So, Peanuts 75th anniversary. Unfortunately, all this stuff went down because of the 75 Peanuts 75th anniversary. So, I still haven't even deconstructed the Peanut shrine, the Snoopy shrine in the office right now. So I have to deconstruct it after I do the dishes. Ninja. 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 Okay, and then we start preparing for Grandma to come and my aunt. So we start cleaning the house intensely tomorrow and getting it prepared for the visit. You're not fully clean unless your breast fully clean. Ninja. Yeah. Ninja time. Ninja-tastic. Phenomeninja. The Ninjonia. Yeah. They used to have this, like, all this ninja shit, you know, when I was growing up. It was like in the 1980s, it just, all this ninja. They had American Ninja and Karate Kid and, you know, of course, Bruce Lee, you know, Enter the Dragon, all this stuff in the late 70s, and martial arts. So I guess there was a ninja craze for a while, martial arts craze, and so they had this movie called American Ninja. I think it was an entire series. I didn't watch every single one, but now the '80s were really funny because in almost every movie they just showed titties, just to show beautiful women exposing their breasts a lot, like almost every single movie. So I was a kid and like, yeah, just if there was beautiful women in the movie, they were going to show their breasts probably, like, you know, 8 times out of 10. And, so that's what makes even a crappy '80s movie pretty good. We're gonna see some tits. So maybe, might. So I'm watching American Ninja, and the ninja is like breaking into the house on a ninja mission or something like that, on a ninja quest, and then some chick is in the bathroom, and you see the titties, and you might think to yourself, like, this has nothing to do with the fucking movie. When I was a kid, I didn't get it that it didn't have to be integral to the plot to show the tits. It's just, hey, there's tits. You should be happy about that. So, when I was a kid, I was like, what does this have to do with the plot? Titties? What the fuck? This has nothing to do with the story structure of the movie. What about the characters? Yeah. Don't people watch entertainment for the characters and the stories and the plots? So that did amuse me about American Ninja. I don't know if it was American Ninja 1, American Ninja 2, American Ninja 3. I don't even know how many there were. Yeah. Oh man. Gotta get the house clean. Grandma. Grandma used to make, well, she made some really good chicken fried steak with brown gravy and mashed potatoes. We had a problem. Oh. Yeah. Okay, you're free. All right. Go be Shih Tzu. Or get some water or whatever. Okay. Do like a normal type thing. That dogs do, like drink water. Oh. That Stone Temple Pilot song. It was called "Sex Type Thing." That's a good. That's a funny title. Oh. Okay. Get cleaned up, and then Grandma. Yeah. Back in that magical 1980s childhood, right? Was it really magical? It just felt like it. I guess like. Mix up that country time lemonade. I don't care if it's expired lemonade powder. When does lemonade powder go bad? It's lemonade powder. It doesn't work. So that was a TikTok trend. People were eating detergents, the Tide Pods. Yeah. What kind of? It's got to be like a Chinese, like spy app, because espionage app, because it tries to target the youth to make people stupid. They eat detergents or whatever. Now I'll tell you, that's one thing the previous generations didn't do, is eat detergent, consume detergent. So they just kind of knew not to do that. Yeah. Now, if they didn't have TikTok, the Chinese spy app, I guess it's supposed to be under Larry Ellison. Pretty soon, I guess an American owner. I suppose. I was supposed to feel safer. I still don't have to use TikTok because there's no law saying that I have to use it, so I won't. But so I will not. What if you had a job and Somebody said, well, you got to get on the TikTok. Be like, maybe I do the middle finger, then I grab my balls. What about that? Yeah, just make it funnier. All right. Well, the kitchen is bitchin'. The kitchen is bitchin'. Time to get richin' with the vision. Yo, yo, yo. Phenomeninja. Welcome to Ninjatopia. Looks like my stepdad took the katana, though. Samurai sword. Oh well. There's 3i Atlas coming by, right? 3i Atlas, interstellar object 3 in the solar system, in the Milky Way galaxy. Gets me excited. The interstellar alien space probe, Starship. Getting a bit excited about it. So we might have to, for Halloween, as it passes through our solar system, it passes right near the sun. Is it October 29th? Right before Halloween, we'll have to celebrate 3i Atlas arrival by watching Night of the Creeps. A story about aliens that land on Earth through a meteorite and then infect a town and turn them into undead zombies with black goo creatures inside their mouths. It's going to be a great one. Starring Jason Lively, and of course, it's a 1980s movies. They don't, all the pretty girls in the sorority, they don't show their titties, but the main one shows those beautiful titates. Yeah. The movie's really good. Great. I think it's a great movie. I think it's fantastic. It's like Jason Lively's in it. Blake Lively's older brother got into acting. He was in I Didn't Do It, National Lampoon's European Vacation, 40th anniversary. Yeah. It's kind of hard with all the anniversaries. Like I'm having to remember all these movies, so I have to do. I think I've already reviewed Batman Forever in the past. I just kind of don't feel like doing it. It's not like, yeah, I'm gonna do Strange Days, and then I'm gonna do. I want to talk about European Vacation. I want to talk about the crazy cousin of the other vacation movies. I want to talk about that weird sequel. Yeah, that weird ass sequel where the Griswolds go to Europe. It was I loved watching the original Vacation. But we didn't have that on VHS cassette, the old cassette tapes. But we had European Vacation. And so I'd watch that one more even than the original and the Christmas Vacation, which are legendary. I mean, I saw those plenty of times. But something about that European Vacation, though, it just... Yeah. The first Vacation is iconic, legendary. Trying to get to Wally World. Yeah, the classic American road trip, National Lampoons. And then, of course, you know, Christmas Vacation. It's got the heart, kind of brings everything together, brings the family together. It's a hilarious Christmas movie, hilarious vacation movie. I mean, probably Christmas Vacation is the most legendary. It's the most iconic. It's the most entertaining. Has the funniest lines. Has the funniest gags. It's got the most heart. It's got the most, you know, everything going on. So Chevy Chase is often, as Clark Griswold, is so good at playing that father that pushes everything to extremes. Not just keeping up with the Joneses, but blowing the Joneses out of the water into the dust. Yeah, playing that overzealous father. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's too bad, you know, Randy Quaid wasn't in European Vacation. Maybe Cousin Eddie. Oh, yeah, that'd be like an early, like, Rednecks in England, like that reality show, like Rednecks in the UK. They had a reality show where it was like they had the hillbillies come to like a castle in England or something, and the uh, the hillbillies are like, we ran out of no. The butler is British, and he comes and he's like, it seems that the beer supplies have been depleted. And then the guy from Alabama, he's like, well, then refill it then. But there's only so long I can watch Rednecks in England. It's only funny when he says the beer supplies are depleted. And he's like, well, get on that damn boy. It's only so long it could be funny to me. Yeah. But maybe if they would have had a little bit of that Cousin Eddie, you know, interacting with some French people or British people or something, maybe. You know, like, yeah. Yeah. The movie's fine without Cousin Eddie. You know, of course, you can't take your cousin everywhere you go in your whole life, right? Not normally. Hey, y'all. Hello, y'all. Yeah. We're going to make that Bluebell ice cream. We just have to get it thawed out a little bit. Well, survived the 75th anniversary of Peanuts and the Daisy BB gun incident, which I didn't even really intend, right, to happen. And besides, they took down the video anyway for playing Peanuts music. So I'm like, So, yeah, I like those old franchises. I really do. I have an affinity for the 20th century, like cartoon and comic book franchises. Yeah, even old, even like really old shit, like Popeye the Sailor Man or Betty Boop, and I mean real old school shit, like my great grandfather kind of shit. Yeah. So, I like that old school shit. It's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, I like those old cartoon franchises. Peanuts, and Smurfs, and all that shit. Alvin and the Chipmunks, stuff like that. Flintstones and the Jetsons, and I love all that stuff. Yeah, I was surprised they didn't make a live action Jetsons movie, even after the big success, I think, of the Flintstones. Yeah, I'm so. I think probably the Jetsons was on the docket at some point. Maybe there maybe there was some like. Okay, here's the plan. All right. The M&Ms fell on the floor, but I'll wash them all. Kind of like a Boston baked bean now. Leave no M&M peanut behind. That wasn't as impactful as when George Bush said it, huh? Leave no child behind. All right. Well. I would have. Hopefully, I did get a hairball. All right. I suppose that there probably was a Jetsons movie in the works, and then bringing like a sci-fi concept like the Jetsons would be too probably expensive than Hollywood wanted to do on a nostalgic gamble like the Jetsons. So. Yeah, I guess studios weren't willing to risk the money and like in case it bombed or some shit. Because if it was like a big hit, then the studio would have been like, oh well, I'm glad we did that. But if it was a big stink farty bomb, it would have been like, oh shit, we're fucking we're going broke on the Jetsons. So yeah, it was kind of risky. I guess that's the reason why they didn't do it. Because sci-fi movies usually cost more money on average. Yeah. Yeah, I really like Night of the Creeps. Yeah, Jason Lively's in. I didn't even know he was a Lively, honestly, when I was a little kid. I just knew it was the guy playing Rusty. He's like the funniest Rusty, really, because he's always doing something bad. So, yeah. I think Jason Lively plays the best Rusty. Even though, Anthony Michael Hall was pretty good, but the heart of Rusty is the naughty teen. I put a little M&Ms on there. All right. Oh, put this on here. Yeah, I was gonna play "Come as You Are" by Nirvana, and I swear that I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun, as a joke. But, Nirvana. Guns, you know, it takes the thrill out of violence, really. Like the old gladiators, like the hand-to-hand combat. There's something raw. There's something animal about it. You know, it's you know, I hate to be like Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight, but it's like you don't get to savor all the little details. You know, somebody just goes pop, and the guy's like ah, and then so it's pretty much the fight's over. You know, right? It's not very exciting. But a boxing match or something, a gladiator battle, now that's exciting because you know it takes a lot more effort to beat a man down physically, typically. I don't encourage violence, but there's something satisfying about whooping another man's ass. Or your rival or your enemy's ass. Yeah. So. Oh, should we put a little bit of. So, why was Mike Tyson so good? And was he? Did he just work hard? Did he just train? Of course, that is true. That he just honed his craft. There'd be guys that were a lot bigger than him, and a lot more powerful physically than he was. I mean, he brought down some really big ass muscular dudes that probably a lot of people thought that he wasn't gonna defeat. And then people started to talk about Mike Tyson's anger, and then he would talk about it in interviews, and I was like, that's how he defeated all those people. He was angry, like his anger. He weaponized his anger in the boxing ring to knock out those people. Mike Tyson beat the shit out of motherfuckers, and it was amazing to watch. And normally that wouldn't be encouraged, you know, for somebody just beating up random people, but in a boxing match, you know, it's acceptable because it's a sport. The soldier is an interesting type of warrior, but I find the boxer to be an interesting warrior, fighter myself. Give me the milk. Give me the milk. Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah. Great actor or douchebag? I guess. I suppose probably if most people met Leo DiCaprio, I bet they'd go, man, this guy's a douche. Yeah, probably. Or maybe that's just an impression from these liberal elite Hollywood bi-coastal douchebags. But who knows? Maybe if you work on a movie with him, maybe he's all right. I don't know. I never met the guy before. So it's just all scuttlebutt at this point. God bless. Best of success.